I was pretty close to meeting with TNA. Crazy story. I was working at a restaurant in Pittsburgh, and they tell me that there's a reservation a couple days later for Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle's coming to the restaurant.
From the area?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, from Pittsburgh. So I had met Kurt Angle years before. We did this photo shoot. A good buddy that I went to high school with was actually his photographer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And his manager, Dave Hawk, would set up all these, and this is like 2013 when Kurt Angle comes in and so it's been a while.
This is a significant time later, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. But he recognized me and said, he keeps looking at me and says, "Do I know you from somewhere?" And I had reminded him about the photo shoot, and he knew the guy's name right away, so I knew he wasn't BSing,
Right.
I knew he wasn't. He said, "What have you been doing since then?" And I said, "Well, funny you should ask, sir." I said, "I just graduated from college. I'm trying to get into ring announcing. I've, sent out demo tapes, haven't heard anything back, obviously."
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, here, take down my email and send me a reel." So I'm thinking, okay, so I'm going to do it. I'm thinking this guy's blowing smoke, but I'm going to do it. So I get home. The first thing I do, I send him this email. He immediately emails me back and gives me the contact info for Bob Ryder, who is director of talent booking for TNA.
Uh-huh. And
I talked to Bob Ryder, and he emails me right back because I had said that Kurt Angle gave him the information, which is why he emailed me back, So he emails me back, and he says, the job you're trying to get is so limited because there's only a few spots in the entire business for what you want to do. But I think you have some promise. We want to take a look at you. So I'm like, oh, my God, because I'm like 2 months out of college. I'm thinking this is going to work for me.
My whole professional life is going to be ring announcing.
Absolutely, yeah. Said, we're going to set up a meeting with you and Bruce Prichard, who has an awesome podcast. I don't know if you listen to Bruce
I
Prichard
have not.
podcast.
What's it called?
Oh, my God. It's called Something to Wrestle with Bruce Prichard, and he does it with a guy, Conrad Thompson. Hilarious. They actually branched off, and they do a WCW one with Tony Schiavone now. But
oh, wow.
The Bruce Prichard one's definitely worth a listen. So anyway, I'm set up with this meeting with Bruce Prichard, and it never got to any further details because a week or so later, give or take, Kurt Angle gets in trouble with a DUI. Mm-hmm. Stops contacting me. Bruce Prichard gets fired or quit, depending on who you talk to.
Yeah.
And that was the end with the TNA contact.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, man, that was an opportunity that sucks.